Okay. What is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. Short squeeze season is still here. It's still among us. We're going to go over a lot of the stocks that are squeezing right now. And I'm also going to include one that has the potential for a gamma squeeze, which then could turn into a short squeeze. So we're going to cover a lot. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we're going to jump straight into it, starting off with GNS. So if we take a look at GNS just recently hit our bullish price targets, and just amazing, right? This thing just continues to rally more and more. All right, it's up about 31% on the day. We hit our bullish price target up here of 871. So we're going to readjust after this pullback and come up with some new price targets and see where this thing can continue to go. Now, if we go to the option chain, all right, we can take a look here and go a little bit into what causes gamma squeezes. So pay close attention to this $8 strike price right here. Notice how this $8 strike price has the highest open interest out of any contracts at all. And these expire in 15 days from the time of this recording at February 17th. The reason you want to pay attention to these high open interest plays and these high open interest call options is because this has the potential for gamma squeezes, okay? And a gamma squeeze is essentially when market makers and institutions are forced to buy 100 shares per contract to hedge themselves. The way options work is that if this expires above, and meaning that Genius Group, GNS, is $8 or above, at the time of expiration on close on February 17th, then these option contracts are option contracts to buy it at $8 a share, right? 100 shares for each option contract. So market makers are going to have to hedge themselves and purchase those shares either just below $8 or at $8 a share. So that way they don't lose too much money. If GNS runs up to $8.50, then they would lose 50 cents for every 100 shares that they're selling, that they're fulfilling these option contracts on if people exercise them. Okay, now a great example of this happening that just happened recently, and I just made a video on it twice. I covered it twice in the past week, is Laser. Okay, guys, Laser had extremely high open interest on the February 3rd $7 and 7.5 strike price. Now, specifically, it was the $7 strike price. It was 120,000. So a lot of people have taken profit on this, and you can see the open interest drop from 120K all the way down to 20,000. I was able to get 300% on my call options as on the February 3rd expiration that I chose, as well as over 100% on the February 17th expiration that I chose. And what I did was I waited for Laser to come up to $7, where there was originally 120,000 open interest on these contracts. And once I did that, I knew that there was a potential for a gamma squeeze, right? And not only was there a potential for a gamma squeeze, but Laser also has a decent short interest. It's got about 25 to 30% short interest the last couple times that I looked. If you take a look at Laser, I was able to sell up here at the top right after open this morning. It's still pushing up. I closed the rest of my positions that I had. I initially sold half of them yesterday on the initial squeeze. You notice how we had this run up to $7, and as soon as we hit 7, it just kept exploding. And I took profit on half of the position there. I left the other half, and the other half just kept running, and the squeeze happened, right? We got the gamma squeeze. It closed above $7. It closed around $7.15 and exploded up. So let's take a look at some more stocks exploding right now. We have Carvana continuing. Okay, Carvana also hit the bullish price targets given for Carvana today. Everything is just continuing to squeeze, guys. It doesn't mean that things can't continue more and that they have to reverse, but you need to be cautious, okay? Because lots of times after these squeezes, you do see big dumps, right? So don't FOMO into everything. Go into it with a plan, go into it with some type of a strategy. Try to make some of your own levels so that way you take profit, or you can set stop losses at certain levels. Lucy is another one that's raging right now. Okay, Lucy, if you take a look, we'll go to the 1-hour chart here. Lucy just exploded, guys, and it did so. I believe there was some news, I can't remember, but they halted trading. Okay, they keep doing this. They've been halting trading for the past 2 weeks across multiple stocks, whether it's small caps, even big caps, right? Things like McDonald's even got halted recently. And I'll just show you guys that real quick. We'll go over here to the daily chart. And if you look at McDonald's just absolutely completely dumped one day because it got halted, right? If you take a look at this daily candle, guys, McDonald's went all the way down to 236 and then climbed back up to 269 in one day, due to the halting. Now Lucy's up big. There's another one too. We're gonna look at what is it? I went over laser. Oh yeah, so I want to go over Mullen for you guys. Mullen has the same potential setup that we're looking for and that we got on laser. Now there's no guarantees. I'm gonna go over the setup. If we look at our 1 hour chart here, it's been doing a really good job. You can see that there's been obvious squeezes, right, and just huge, massive moves up here recently. Okay, this thing is up over 100%, maybe not 100%, but from the lows from here up to the highs, up 56%. It has started to pull back. Now we go to the option chain, similar setup to laser. Okay, take a look at the open interest on the call side. I'm going to move my face out the way a little bit, but this is the open interest on the put side, meaning that they think that this stock is going to go down. You can see that it's relatively low, right? The highest strike is 1,000, 1,000 over here, and then almost 3,000 right here. But look at the call side for the strikes at 0.5 cents, okay? At 50 cents, we can see that there is 71,000 open interest on the contracts expiring tomorrow, 22,000 open interest on the contracts expiring February 18th, and 38,000 on the contracts expiring February 17th. Now, it's going to be really, really tough for us to come up here and get to 50 cents by tomorrow, as we're currently right around 40 cents, just below 40 cents. So we would need another 25% move on laser in one day for it to put these these 50-cent strike prices in the money. So it'll be interesting. We have earnings season coming up. If Apple, Amazon, Google, if all three of those crush earnings, and which isn't likely, but if all three of those crush earnings, a lot more shorts are going to get squeezed out of the market. And that could be the reason for Mullen to go on a 25% rally. But just in case, there's still time, right? We still have the February 10th and the February 17th to cause a possible gamma squeeze on those 50-cent contracts expiring over the next couple weeks. So remember, none of this video is financial advice. I'm just pointing out potential plays and some of the things that you can do to look for them, right? And that's going to be tracking the option chain data. Not only are short squeezes relevant in the market, but gamma squeezes are also relevant too. And that's going to happen when, there's a really high open interest, and that really high open interest forces market makers and institutions to purchase the underlying shares. So 70,000 shares, or 70,000 open interest. Let's do some quick math real quick. Okay, we'll pull out our calculator. 70,000 times 100 shares for each contract. That would result in someone having to buy 7 million shares of Mullen. Now over here we have 22,000. That would be about 2 million shares of Mullen. And then right here we have close to 4 million, 3.8 million shares of Mullen that would be forced to buy, right? And so if you take a look, and let's say by February 10th, these 50-cent call options go in the money, that's going to result in this 22,000 and also this 38,000, as well as look at the April expiration and the July expiration, guys. There's tons and tons of option contracts with super high open interest, 57,000 at the 50-cent strike price, 24,000 at the 50-cent strike price. So you combine all of these together, right? And we'll do some math again. So let's do 24,000, all right, plus 57,000 plus 6,000 plus 38,000 plus 22,000, right, times 100. That's going to result in nearly almost 15 million shares being gamma squeezed and being forced to bought, right? And that's not even including the 71,000 option contracts that expire just tomorrow. So, we may not get 50 cents by tomorrow, but what I would do is I would set some alerts at 45 cents, at 50 cents, and then take a look and see if it has some momentum, and just understand that there is the potential. Right now, again, I'm not financial advice. You can see I don't have a position. There's no position on in any of these, but it is going to be on my watch list, just as laser was, for the potential. And if you see those plays happen, then you could get, the plays and you could make some very nice profits. If we take a look, there's even more stuff squeezing right now. Let's take a look at SI Silvergate. Oh, wow. Silvergate is squeezing right now, guys. This is crazy. Silvergate was a big topic here recently. All right. And, it was crashing and there was a whole debacle because basically this was the crypto bank for everyone, right? This was the bank that all the crypto firms were using. And obviously, a lot of crypto firms were just absolutely wrecked. If we take a look here at the daily chart, we can see how much of a decline this thing has had. It was trading at $162, guys, went all the way down to $10. And, this really, really high short interest, when people are just shorting like crazy, what you're going to see is they get over aggressive, right? They're super greedy. It wasn't enough dropping the stock 50%. They wanted to drop it more than that. And then, most recently rallied up back to near 100. Okay, and it just absolutely got wrecked. And the short squeezes are continuing all over the market. And today we are seeing Silvergate squeeze as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more short squeeze content, all you got to do is let me know in the comments. I do viewer requests every single week. So, I'd be happy to do a video on whatever stock you're looking at, or, any potential short squeeze updates. I can keep you guys updated on plays that, could have the potential for a gamma squeeze due to the option chain contracts, whatever it is. So that's it. I'm out.